Hello, hello, everyone. Good night. Hope you're having a lovely, lovely evening. We're so happy to have you here today, this Thursday. So my name is, let me introduce myself. I'm Alejandra. I'm a senior realtor for Grupo Orve, right? So we are all glammed up tonight for you guys to show you a few opportunities of investment. Thanks for joining us today. And if you're here tonight, so your presence today means that your realtor thought of you. Send you a link, text you, send you an audio. So somehow he thought of you, he or her thought of you. And one of these reasons, it could be two reasons for me. Either you're looking for a property in a personal perspective, or you're looking to invest in a property for your finance one.
Or maybe it's both. Hello, everyone. I want to introduce myself. My name is Christian. I am co-worker with Ali, and we are both senior realtors. And we are delighted to have you here today in this webinar where we will be talking about great opportunities for investment in one of the most attractive regions of Mexico, the Yucatan Peninsula.
Okay, so before we get into that, let me share my screen. And if you can please just show a thumbs up that everything is okay, that you're seeing what I'm projecting it here, and all is good for you. So for this matter, Chris and I are here to represent Grupo Orve, okay? So which is one of the most important leaders in real estate market in the south of Mexico. So a few of you probably have known our country, known the south of Mexico. So we're gonna start from there, okay? So Yucatan, the state, is located in the southeast of our country, of Mexico, right? And you may have heard about Cancun. I don't know, probably a few of you already spent a few holidays in Cancun. You're not gonna let me lie, a few beers down there in a really nice weather near the beach. So Yucatan is the neighboring state. And here the question, and why you're here, is why would you be, or why would you choose to invest in Yucatan, right? So one of those factors the reasons why be an investor are the ones that we're going to give you today. And I'm going to start with the most important one, which is the economic growth in Yucatan. Okay. And this economic growth is a result of all the increase of foreign investment in the state, right? So in numbers, here's Yucatan in numbers. In 2021, the foreign investment was around $145, right? And by 2023, it increased 126% from the numbers of 2022. So that's loads for a state in the South, okay? And obviously, the foreign investment was the main fact, but also tourism. Okay, Yucatan exceeded last year's 2022. This is a reference from last year. The economic benefit grew 55%. And my favorite one, Yucatan is ranked within the top 30 safest cities in the world. And nowadays is the safest city in Mexico. So that will give you a hint, right? Or a clue of why be an investor in Yucatan. Okay, so all those numbers I just mentioned to you, and referring back to that, the economic growth depend also from different companies, international giants that got settled in Yucatan as well. Just like Amazon, which they opened a distribution center in Yucatan. Tesla, that got settled a few years ago in Yucatan as well. We have many other sectors around, like the Sky, which is the first skyscraper in the south of Mexico. We have our naval giant, which is an Italian company that will increase the multimillionaire investment in Yucatan. And this in order to grow Progreso shipyard, which is our main port or main pier, and the latest, at the latest, okay? And I'm going to mention you a contribution fact that is regarding travel and logistics. So you may have heard of it, the famous Mayan train that you may have heard nice things of it, bad things of it, everything, okay? But this train main goal is to connect the south of Mexico with other railway systems in our country, and is giving place to international commerce coming from Asia and Europe. So we're adding more commerce to Mexico, to go to the States, to go to Canada, and to go to Latin America, right? So all these economic growth gets an impact as well on how the city looks like. So the capital city, Merida, has been developing into a great city, okay? And the urban expansion is happening as a result as well. So we can see it's growing, it's going big and big, but the most important thing is that it's planned, okay? That road is planned. So as any other cities around the world, in the world, they grow by regions. The cities grow by regions, and each one of them possesses different characteristics, okay? So in this case, you can find projects and properties in the high demand zone, which you can see colored in the red bit that I'm showing you here, in the red bit, where you can invest with an immediate availability. So you can have it right now, okay? Or invest on a medium-term basis, shown in the green area, as a pre-sale model. So nowadays it's really known and is well known as a pre-sale model, right? And as you can see, here is Merida. I'm just surrounding it with my finger there, my mouse there. And you can see that the coast is really near. So the beach is within minutes. Progresos Pier is the nearest one, is our nearest beach, okay? Today's focus will be on Ciudad Central Progreso and Ciudad Central Merida. These are both of our planned communities or plots of land or residential plots of land, and we're going to focus on this. But before that, let me drag you in a little bit of history, okay? A history of Orve. So we responsibly facilitate access to real estate to older people who seek to increase their wealth, to have a property, to diversify the portfolio, or to simply have a home or have a house, okay? So that's our job. And this is why Orve has a large range of developments. So we're going from investing in lots of land to planned communities, to apartment complexes, and to even townhouses. Okay, so today's webinar will be all full focused on these planned communities that are named Ciudad Central Merida and Progreso. So for these, we have loads of characteristics that make them different from other projects in the South. And that's why I'm going to ask Chris to help me out with these futures. If you can give us a hand and explain us a bit more of what we can find here.
Of course, Ale, glad to do so. So, well, we have already seen what's going on in Merida. But now let's talk about a little bit about our projects and the features of our projects. Although we know location is the key, when we add different features to our project, we can have certainty that we are on the right track. Here are both of our project features. One of it is pre-sale. Everyone that decides to be an investor right now in land will be considered as an early bird. Our pre-sales go from 4 years, and we do have options for 2 and 3 years. Both of our projects are in private property. And attention here, investors. Here goes an important tip. If you are moving forward with buying land in Yucatan, make sure it's not common land and prefer rather private property, since your investment could be at risk. Another feature is that our projects will be 100% urbanized. What this means is that we will deliver the main infrastructure. Also, we will include services plus amenities. And another important thing is that we will be included in the state urban plan. Therefore, the zone will be exclusively residential. Okay, so now let's go ahead and talk about our main projects. Our first planned community is Ciudad Central Merida. And Ciudad Central Merida is located, as Ale just told us, in the green zone, the residential expansion area. We know location is essential for real estate. And although you will have everything inside the complex within a range of from 10 to 20 minutes, you will find malls, business hubs, hospitals, universities. But you will also be away from the beach in just 35 minutes. So you will be quite close. Okay. Well, Orve being interested on creating a project that connects people, nature, and places, seek for the best international architecture firms. By hiring ETSA Group, we ensure the best design and luxury landscapes, and also steward of the green sources that we already have in place. Let me talk to you a little bit about ETSA. ETSA is widely known for leading projects that improve quality of life and the ability to stand the test of time. ETSA has been recognized with over 300 professional design awards. And now let's go to the master plan. So as a joint work, ETSA designed this master plan for Ciudad Central Merida in 1,235 acres, which includes 13 clusters or stages of residential lots, plus a variety of exceptional amenities, which includes bikeway, lake, hospital, corporate park, gas station, central park, social and sports club, school, and 2 models of club houses. Okay, now talking in terms of infrastructure, we ensure the private development of access roads, public lighting, underground electrical supply, sidewalk, between others. But, well, as part of your property services, you will have water, electricity, and sanitary drainage connected to a treatment plant. So let's go a little bit on into Ciudad Central. Ciudad Central Merida, it's being developed to work in conjunction with nature, and landscape reflects this. We will have 2 entrances. One is the north entrances, one entrance plus the main entrance. What we are seeing right now in this video tour would be the main entrance. Okay, so you can see also that all around the project we will find commercial areas with convenience stores and such, such as convenience stores, cafeterias, and much more. Part of the amenities are the clubhouses with superb features that we will dig a little bit more in our next video tour. One of my favorites amenities is the bike park. It's a trail around the complex that will allow you to enjoy the activity. The main road, the one we saw before, will be of free access, meaning anyone can drive through it, but we will have gated access for each of our clusters or stages. Now, going into amenities, going a little bit deeper, I want to present first the clubhouses that will be scattered through the complex. We will have one for each section. And these ones will include swimming pool, barbecue area, picnic area, multi-sports court, and gym. Nevertheless, throughout the project, you will find amphitheater, you will find a food truck area, you will find areas for those of you who like to do yoga, you will have a yoga park, and for pet lovers, we also will have a pet park. One part I like the most from this complex is an astonishing bridge lake that you can see right now. So important thing to say is to keep our project in the best conditions, we have a maintenance fee that will go around 50 to 70 US dollars per month. Now, going a little bit back into the master plan, our project has a total of 13 clusters or sectors, and as today, we have totally sold over 5,000 lots between clusters 1 through 7. Right now, we can find availability for cluster number 8. Once a cluster has been sold, a new one will open with a higher price per square meter. Now, if you have seen right now a city, right? But if you are more of a beach person, let me introduce the second project. And for that, I'm going to ask Ale to help us again with it.
Thank you, Chris. I got goosebumps. Sorry for that. Because every time I listen to this information, I really get excited. So I'm going to expose myself a little bit here. So you may don't know, obviously, but Chris and I were investors. So every time I see this information, I would just like to share with you. I'm going to be building my home, my retirement home in the next few months there, right? So Ciudad Central Merida is one of my favorites, but I can't deny it. Ciudad Central Progreso got something else. So as Chris said, if you're more of a beach person or a beach gal like me, and to keep talking about reaping all the benefits of living in a planned community, let me introduce you to this project, because this is the sister project. This is the baby one, okay, of Ciudad Central Merida. So Ciudad Central Progreso boasts the ideal location. And why is this? Because it's bringing the residents to the serene waters of Progreso Sea without disconnecting us from the city. So that's why Merida has got a superb location. So as you can see here, you are, in terms of timing, you are 10 minutes away from the beach, and you are, let me go back to it so you can clearly see it. So I think it's better there. Yeah. Okay, so you are 10 minutes away from the beach, and you're 15 minutes away from the city. So if you don't want to lose the modernity of a city, okay, you can be in this location, but you don't want to lose the refreshness of the beach either. So for me, it's the best of both worlds, okay? So to keep talking about Ciudad Central Progresos, this project follow the previous project steps, okay? Because it's also residential development. Well, the streets where the services, amenities are designed to create a lifestyle of wellness that some of us sometimes need, right? A bit of a relax, a bit of a like comfortable place. So all this is planned within 345 acres. So it's smaller, right? And this master plan for this project includes 5 clusters. Okay, as you can see here on the screen, we have 5 different clusters with 5 different names. Cisal as our cluster stage 1. We have Celestún as our cluster number 2. Techag, Wanitun, and San Bruno. Okay, so all these clusters are divided in 3 sections. And all this master plan contains the largest range of amenities in the whole Yucatan state currently. So we have over 85 amenities in this project. So I think that's amazing. And that's why I raised my hand. I said 1, 2. Okay, so Ciudad Central Progreso is thoughtfully tailored to their natural surroundings. So you're gonna see for sure loads of green spaces, abundant green spaces, because the sustainable philosophy that we have in this project is for you to do that. Okay, so to be in touch with nature, so you can touch a tree, water, like nature around you. Okay, so to go deeper in the amenities, I'm just going to mention you a few of these ones. We're going to have certain canals and natural springs. We're gonna have an archaeological site, which is a little surprise that we have for you. We are gonna have commercial areas, well, sports courts, and for sure, our beloved club houses, okay? So in terms of infrastructure, remember, this is a sister of Ciudad Central Merida. So we ensure the private development of public lighting, the roads, the underground electrical supply, the sidewalks, the drainage, the surveillance, the garbage collection. So everything you need, it will be settled there for you. And in terms of your own property or your own plot of land, the services you will have will be water, you will have electricity, you will have as well the drainage, and it will be also connected to water waste plant treatment, okay? So I'll go back to the amenities. I told you I'll go deep in these. So I would love you to have a look in this video so you can have the whole picture of all the things that you will be enjoying. So as I mentioned, Progreso, Ciudad Central Progreso, is modeled by Progreso's beach, okay? What the beach possesses. And what's that? Sand, water, sun, natural palm trees, and lovely view. So it's what we're gonna have here, tailored in this project. So we're gonna have such of those aspects like bodies of water. We will have a small quiz where you can be doing kayaking or paddle boarding if you're that adventurous. To be fair, I just like to swim and probably do a bit of cycling. That's me, okay? But if you would like to do other activities, this is your place, okay? And also we're gonna have some hammock areas, pet park, kids areas as well, pedestrian, bike paths. So you can be around the project as long as you want and using whatever you want, a bike, your feet, okay? So the intention for us is that you have a nice place to live, okay? And in these clubhouses that we're gonna have in every section of our project in the clusters, we have different amenities than the ones that I've just shown you in that video, all right? So we're gonna have terraces, we're gonna have a little venue room where you can celebrate your birthday party if you want, okay? Or any party, an event. You will have grill, fire pit, picnic areas, a gym, okay? And of course, you will have a pool. That's the main thing of the project as well, to enjoy a little bit of swimming, okay? And for the ones that cannot disconnect from the work life and they carry their laptop around everywhere, like some of us probably, I'm not gonna lie, we have a shared working space in our clubhouses as well, okay? And I left the last bit, okay, which is the most important, my favorite one here. So as you may know, one of the priceless characteristics of Yucatan is that it was the place of settlement of the Mayan people and the Mayan culture, which it was rich in history, is still rich in history and archaeological sites. So what makes Progreso unique is that it contains one of these within the project, okay? As I show you in the master plan. So I'll give you a bit more of details here. And for me, this is the crown jewel of our project, okay? So if you want to know more about the archaeological side, more about both of our projects, you can just send a message to your realtor. I want you to send me this link, this video, all the information, okay? Because here we're like fasting forward, but I want you to have the information clearly and have a bit more of clarity so you can get in touch with your realtor, okay? So going back to the success of this project, let me show you our numbers, okay? So over project, our master plan and the project with these 5 clusters, we already sold 4 of them, okay? We're already sold over 3,000 residential plots of land within here, okay? But just a quick reminder, please take note, we haven't said it before, but I'm just gonna let it through now. If your aim is to have a plot of land in the immediate or short time, we have a special offers for you today, okay? We have a special offers within the soul clusters, okay? So we have little surprises around there, okay? And to mention and to maintain all these conditions, you know, into their best, we also have a maintenance fee, just as Ciudad Central Merida, which is going to be around $50 and $70. Okay. So ask your realtor for the availability. And last but not least, this is my favorite part, I told you. I don't love to have a tan, but I do love the beach. So that's why I'm telling you about my favorite one, and I'm going to tell you about the beach club. Okay, so if you become part of our family, of Grupo Orve's family, you'll be able to delight yourself in a fantastic beach club, okay, which is located in San Bruno. And you could tell me now, Ale, I have no clue where San Bruno is. Okay, so I will invite you to go to Google, type down San Bruno, okay, in Yucatan, because as soon as you type it down, you will realize that San Bruno is where the tranquility of the Caribbean starts, okay? And you will be enjoying, obviously, that tranquility with a pool, with an ocean view rooftop, a sun deck, a terrace, fire pits, within a lot of other activities for you and your family, okay? So we have everything for all tasters, okay? Because I'm a special as well, okay? And I'll show you the lovely bit, you know, but we're gonna just jump into the hash part, and that's why I'm gonna bring Chris again, so he can tell us numbers. How can we buy these? How much? Is it a lot? Is it not? So I let you to get yourself amazed.
Isn't it great to hear Ale being so descriptive with everything? It really takes you over there. And she also speaks from her experience. And from that experience is that we bring you this information. Now, we are going to talk now about numbers. And the first topic I want to mention is the real estate marketing in Yucatan. Increase of the price per square meter during the growth of a city is essential. Prices of new projects vary in the specific stages of investment. If you decide to be an investor right now, you will position yourself in an early market stage. Therefore, in the near future, you will enjoy of higher capital gain than the late majority or even the laggards. So just to give you an example, Ciudad Central Merida and Ciudad Central Progreso's neighbors residential projects show a vast price increase. They started 8 years ago with a $37 per square meter to right now 366 US dollars. Okay, so now let's go into Ciudad Central to know prices. Right now, the price per square meter, if we go to Ciudad Central Merida, would be around $206. People who invested back in 2019 today have a capital gain of 133%. How that sounds, I think pretty amazing, right? And Progreso, in the other hand, it's at $264 per square meter. Launched back in 2021. Also, investors that started then, right now, they are with a capital gain of 76%. So now let's move forward and to see what Ciudad Central has to offer with the residential lots. We have three main sizes. The small one of 133 square meters, the medium one of 250 square meters, and the large one that is starting from 300 square meters. Today, we will just take an example for the one of 133. And if we think of Ciudad Central Merida, our price list will be around 27,000 with monthly installments of 134. Meanwhile, Ciudad Central Progreso will have a price list around 35,000 with monthly installments of 172. Both options will have a down payment as low as 12%. So this is important. This would be without any bank loans. This would be with a direct financing, and we have a personalized payment plan. So this would be a good time after our webinar to contact your realtor so you can talk about it. And now the next question will be, how do we do it as a foreigner? So Ale, can you help us with this information?
Yeah, sure. What do you think about these numbers? They're pretty good, isn't it? I mean, it still amazed me, and I'm going to tell you a little bit of a secret. Mine was a bit cheaper, but you're still on a really, really good timing. I mean, I cannot believe we can do it for 134 US dollars a month. Okay, so as Chris says, I love the easiest bit. So how can we do this? How do a foreigner can do it, okay? And that's why we're here. We wanted to give you the easy steps, okay? So foreigners can indeed buy real estate in Mexico along any coast, okay? Throughout a trust agreement with a Mexican bank, which is a bank trust, okay? So I'm gonna give you the quick steps. Obviously, Grupo Orve will be holding your hand through all this process and will be our companion on every step, okay? So step one, you need to purchase your favorite residential lot by signing the financial plan of choice. As Chris said, you can choose how you want to pay it, okay? Step two, once it's paid off, the bank trust will come into effect, okay? So as soon as you do the bank trust, what do you need to do? Let's go to step number 3, which is select your trustee, which is your Mexican bank, okay? You gotta gather all the documents that you need, paid permit, acceptance, and administration fees. And the last step, which is my favorite one, even though I'm not a foreign, clearly I'm not a foreign, you can manage your property as you please, okay? So let's take these notes, okay, these easy 4 steps. If someone else tell you, oh my God, these are harsh to have a property in Mexico, I need to go through tons and tons of documents, tons of institution. No, there's a really easy way to do it, okay? So we already talked about Yucatan as a state. We already talked about Merida as our safest city in Mexico. And we talk about our projects, okay? All those nice aspects and hints about our projects. So now I want to talk to you about who is on the backstage, who's behind all these developments. Okay, so and I'm proud to say that I'm Orve's family, you know, a part of this great company that facilitates and keep facilitating real estate investment. And as I told you before, doesn't matter, you know, how you're going to use your investment or how you're going to buy your property, but you can always start with something, okay? And Orve allows us to do this through 15 years of experience, okay? We are over 6 corporate offices around Mexico City. We've been selling plots of land for over 8 years, and we have launched more than 20 projects. And from those projects, we already have clients that are enjoying their projects, that are living in them, or they're just simply putting them on a rental platform such as Airbnb, okay? And they're gaining still, okay? So to keep talking about Orve, and the main reason why we're here is we wanted to show you 100% transparency, okay? And how do we do that? We do it through 3 steps, 3 points, okay? So these are important for you in order to know what you need if you're thinking of doing an investment in the south of Mexico, okay? So let me start with the legal certainty, okay, about the company. So you need to ask for the legal documents about the company, okay? Number 2, one of the most important ones, the certainty about the product, okay? So you need to verify it's a private property. Remember, as Chris said, run away if it's a common land, okay? You need to make sure it's a private property, okay? You need to get to know the owner records. And for that, Yucatan has amazing, marvelous, and beauty platform, which is called Insejupi, that you will understand when you see it. Okay. And this is a platform that holds the whole history of the land, of a house, of an apartment that is in private property. Okay. So all these plus project permits and make sure that it's in the organization development plan. Okay. And last but not least, number 3, the legal certainty about your investment. Okay. And this is through your contract. How do you make sure that all that Chris said and I said, it's real? Okay. So we have our contract, and this contract is signed through Trato, which is a digital platform that works under compliance of our official Mexican standards. Okay. And this is in order to storage all the data messages and document digitalization. So you can have an ease of mind that what your contract, that your contents in the contract will be sealed. Okay. So that will give you a bit of headspace. All right. So please, I'll tell you like the heartbeat. Okay. Hopefully you already took notes, but I want Chris to give us a bit more of our company, of our background, and who we are.
Great, amazing. Now the fun part, kind of the fun part, right? So we have talked about the legal part, and now let's talk about the commercial area, the commercial part of Grupo Orve. We have been mentioned in one of these well-known magazines, Real Estate Market and Lifestyle, to have one of the top 10, well, be part of the top 10 Yucatan projects. And also, we have been mentioned in the magazine Expansión as part of the 2023 top companies. But that's not all. We also have a social responsible area here. And we have the Fundación Grupo Orve, where we have benefit over 3,000 people with scholarships and sponsorships. And also mentioned by Forbes Mexico about human capital. But last but not least, if you are a baseball fan, we have one of the best teams of baseball here in Mexico, and we are Orbe is the official sponsor of Leones of Yucatan.
Oh my God, I love baseball, but I don't really understand it. I just love to be in the stadium. And if you're a baseball fan, as Kristen said, if you're in Merida, you just need to pop into our offices, grab your tickets, and go ahead and enjoy a baseball game. Okay, so we're coming to the end, but what we need you to know now is if any of this information we saw today makes any sense to you, we encourage you to contact and go back to your realtor, contact him, contact her, and ask her for the real-time availability. So we are here over 50 people, okay? And you can reserve a plot of land with just $55 today. So make sure that you grab the one you like, okay? And that you can reserve it with these $55.
Great. Well, become an investor today. We appreciate your time, and we hope you can explore more about this opportunity with us and stay in touch with your realtor. It's time to take some action, and remember that you can do it.
Nice. If you have any doubt, please let us know, okay? And if you want to hear a bit more about our clients, let's hear it from them, okay? So thank you and have a good night. Lovely to have you here. Bye-bye.
Hello, everyone. My name is Miguel Angel Galvez Bravo. I first invested in Grupo Orve back in 2019, where I bought my first residential lot. Since then, I have purchased a total of 4 different lots, 2 commercial lots, 2 residential lots, and various developments that they're working on. I've decided to invest in the company because of the incredible customer service that they've had. They responded to every question that I've had over this process. They are quick on getting me the information that I require. And when I went there in person, they showed me around the city. It has been an incredible journey partnering with this organization and ensuring that my money goes further than where I had imagined it going originally, and looking forward to doing more investments with them in the near future.
I initially invested in Orve in 2021. I invested into one of their residential properties. The whole process was fairly simple, very direct, none of the additional paperwork that you would do so here in the United States. Overall, fairly quick, right? So why did I do it? Why did I invest? I saw this as an opportunity to have a second residence. And when you compare it to something that you would see or that you could purchase in the United States, price-wise, you wouldn't get that kind of deal. So overall, I just saw this as an opportunity to have a second residence, as a property that I could retire to, a vacation home, just something available to me, right? So overall, I found this to be a very great opportunity to invest in something worthwhile for the future.
Hello, my name is Vanessa. In the year 2020, I was presented with the opportunity of investing in real estate in the state of Yucatan. With the guidance of the company Orve, I found an amazing realtor who helped me every step of the way to find exactly what I was looking for. Fast forward, it's been 4 years since the purchase of my lots, and the capital gain of them, it's around 85%. It is amazing how much they've grown with very little investment in the beginning. I can't thank enough to the company Orve and my realtor for helping me achieve my goals and finding the best acquisition I could have dreamed of.